Hi and welcome once again to another iMemorybox.com tutorial video. Today we're going to teach you a very closely kept secret in the industry, and that's how to get these, which is Super 8 film. You can also do it using standard 8 film as well, and there's also machines available for 16mm film, to Blu-ray or to a DVD. Now these machines are HD Telecine machines. These transfer directly from the frame in AVC HD, so full frame HD quality. So the quality that comes out of these is absolutely remarkable. It's how it's supposed to be seen from the actual film itself. First we're going to show you a little bit of a trick, and this is a piece of film that a customer has sent in. Now it's in two halves, so what we need to do is we need to get our splicer, which is this little machine here, and we just pop part of the Cine film in there, trying not to lose as much footage as we can, and the other half in the other side just here. Just move that a bit further across there. Just fit that nice and neat and tidy in there. Just make sure that's in the right place, and now this will create a clean cut down the middle of the Cine film. So there you go, nice and clean cut. And then we get a bit of sellotape. Now you can use the proper glue if you like to, but this does the job just fine, particularly for these machines. Just a little bit about this machine as well. This is a Tobin Cinema Systems machine. You can find these on Tobin Cinema Systems website. You can get hold of them. They are custom made in the States. This one's been modified slightly to give it just a little bit better quality for UK standard. We are one of the only people in the UK to actually use this particular type of machine, although there is other industry professionals using the Tobin cinema machines. iMemorybox is one of the only companies, if not the only company in the UK, who actually use this HD system. So that makes us pretty unique. So now we're just going to put the Cine film back on the spool here. So we've sellotaped it together. Try not to cover the holes because otherwise it'll get stuck through the machine. We'll just wind it back a little bit, and then we'll rewind the Cine film all the way to the beginning. Okay, so when you load in the Cine film on these machines, the way to do it is to load it with the sprocket holes to the front. So sprockets should be facing you. Now this particular one is a Super 8 machine. The standard 8 machine that we have is slightly different. It's a bit more manual. It has a manual spool system. This little bit of kit was just taken from a projector. All this does is just make sure that the corner is to the right size that it needs to feed through the system. So it needs to be just a little bit cut off on the edge there, just like that. And what that allows it to do is to just feed, I don't know if you can see this if I just move the machine around slightly. This is the interior of the machine here, and you can see just here it needs to push through this gate to get past here. And this is all the spool feed-in system. As you can see, it's very, very gentle on the actual film. And inside here is a LED light. The LED light obviously emits no heat, which means it doesn't burn your film, so we can keep it still on there for as long as we want and nothing will happen to it. But you'll also notice the characteristic of this machine as well is it has a little camera built into it here. This is a Lumix GH1, the HD hybrid camera. Quality of it, if you've seen some of our transfers, you'll know that the quality of it's absolutely outstanding. So now we pop in an SD card into the machine, make sure it's clear. Double check that we're getting a signal through there so we can see the signal. Make sure there's no dust either side. If there is, we'll just blow it out using a hose or something, or just blow it. Now the next step is to switch the machine on, pull this little lever around here, and then we feed your film directly into the machine. As you can see, it comes out at the top here, feed it into there, and then it goes through. Now usually what we would do at this point is we would just fiddle about a bit, but for demonstration purposes I'm not going to do it, just to make sure that we capture right at the beginning of your cine film. But the next step is, you can see it's still there, we can leave that as long as you want, and really it doesn't do anything to the actual film. Continue, click record, and away it goes. So that cine film coming from here, going through here directly into the camera in a full HD format. Now occasionally what we need to do is just to edge it just through, just slightly, just to make sure that it goes through the right frame rate. It's also got an adjustable frame rate just here, so you can go from 18 speed to 24 speed. You can also drop it down to 9 speed as well. There's two common formats which we transfer cine film in. One is 18.75 or 25 frames a second, which is PAL. The other one is 18 or 24 frames per second. Now that's true speed, so that's how the film was actually filmed in the first place. It usually gives you a bit of a rolling effect on the cine film though, so we tend to stick to 25 frames per second or 18.75. That is essentially it. That's how you get this old cine film from the 60s, from the 70s, the 80s, or even further back than that, onto modern day DVD or Blu-ray. Now let's have a look at how you edit it, just to make sure we've got a nice mask around it and see what the finished product looks to you as a customer. Obviously the easiest thing to do is to send your stuff in to us. And we'll also remind you how to do that just after this little clip. So I'm going to show you very quickly how to do a quick bit of editing here. This is what we do when we take cine film and we put it onto a DVD, for example. So we've got the cine film here, which we've imported into Adobe Premiere Elements 10. Drag it down from these little boxes here onto the timeline, and then we have what's called a film HD mask. We can provide this, but we usually just stick it on the DVD anyway. Drag it over onto video track 2. And then you can see now it gives it a lovely little rounded effect, gets rid of all of those really rough edges and makes it look just a little bit nicer for DVD. Then what we usually do is add on an extra title scene that says, "Thank you very much, here's your memories brought to you by iMemoryBox." Let's start by looking for your memories. Now these could be anywhere from your loft, in your attic, in a cupboard, underneath the stairs. So we take them, we package them up into a safe packaging, fill it full of bubble wrap, plenty of padding, and then write down as much detail as you can about yourself so we can identify you clearly. So this would be your name, address, telephone number, email address is really important. Then arrange collection. We either recommend you use a courier or Royal Mail. Once collected, it'll arrive here in Darlington and we'll begin transferring those special memories to DVD. And it literally is as simple as that to get your memories back onto DVD.